Hey, how's it going, YouTube? I want to first start off by thanking you for checking this video out, especially if you're a first-time visitor. I also want to thank you if you're um, a second-time around visitor. I really appreciate your support for keeping up with my videos. Appreciate you. Also, I want to take a quick moment to give a big shout out to the whole Ex-JW community. I also want to give a shout out to you faded Jehovah Witnesses, you inactive Jehovah Witnesses, and you Jehovah Witnesses. Whether you physically in, mentally out, wherever you fit in, I just want to thank you for um, checking out another new video. With that done and said, what do I have on the menu on this video? What do I have in this little brain of mine? What do I have to share with you guys? Well, to get straight into it, what I'm going to talk about in this video, okay, is really targeting um, the Jehovah Witnesses, the ones that are stuck, the ones who are just trying to, for whatever reason you're there. This is that video that I made and came up with you in mind. So let's get into it. I came up with this question that I wanted to talk about in this video. The question is, when is it time to go? That's right. When is it time to go? When is it your time to leave? Now, I can't really expect for you to think that way because for whatever reason, you're still there, obviously. So I took it upon myself to give you 10 reasons, at least 10 reasons, right? You heard right. 10 reasons why you should leave, why it's time for you to go. So here's number one. The first reason why you should go is when you start questioning. Once you start questioning where you at this point in time in your journey as one of Jehovah's Witnesses, that right there is an indication of something. That's the first reason. The second reason that is possibly is your time to leave is when you start doubting. Once the doubt starts kicking in and you start doubting and you're already questioning, that's another reason. 3, which is common, or at least is known to happen. Some of you already know who you are. Some of you Jehovah Witnesses start pretending. Start pretending. You start acting like everyone else, but you know deep down inside of your heart, you don't really want to be there. That's 3. 4, plain and simple, you're unhappy. You're unhappy with where you at right now. You're not happy. 5, which kind of always strikes me here, it's been known, it's been well known that Jehovah's Witnesses do deal. They have they go through their stages of depression. So 5th reason would be because you're depressed. You have depression. That's right. You're a Jehovah's Witness. You never was depressed before until you became one of Jehovah's Witnesses and you've been there and you're depressed, your depression is on account of being a Jehovah's Witness. It's crazy, right? But yeah, it happens. I'm saying it. It's true. 6, your mind, hello, isn't there. Your mind isn't there no more. It's time to go. It's time to leave. Anyway, that's the 6th reason. 7, when you are totally against, did you guess it? Well, I'm gonna say it. You're totally against shunning and you're totally against child abuse. It's the 7th reason for you to leave. Don't worry if you're not keeping up, and I'm gonna put everything in the description, on the video. So no worries. I have the whole list there, so you can take a glimpse at it. 8. Now we up to 8. Excuse me. 8. 8. This is a real interesting one. Check this one out. The 8th reason why it's time for you to go, okay, is when you hear and you start to believe that the victims, okay, of child abuse who are former Jehovah's Witnesses, okay, when you start to believe and hear their stories, okay, when you believe it to be true and you know that it's the truth in your heart, and you're not like the other Jehovah's Witnesses who think that they're making something up, or, I mean, I heard some weird stuff. I've heard some Jehovah's Witness thinking it's like some victims, some child abuse victims who are former Jehovah's Witnesses. I've heard that some of the Jehovah's Witnesses is thinking is like kind of they put themselves in that predicament or in that situation. Like, who really thinks like that? Who, like, what type of mind you have, what type of heart you have to want to even say or think that they probably wanted. I had seen it on YouTube. Somebody had mentioned that. I forgot who. Well, I know who it is, but I forgot the video. And they mentioned actually a brother had came out and said some nonsense like that. But anyway, that's number 8. So once you're already starting to go through these things, you already know, and it gets even more. It gets even more clear, I should say. That's the word. 9. Now we up to 9, which is a very well-known thing, and I'm gonna tell you why. You cannot lie, you cannot deny, because if you're looking at this video and you hearing what I gotta say, even in secrecy, you cannot lie or deny. The 9th reason why it's time to go is once you start browsing online and you go and you start getting interested and you start going into the XJW websites, and once you start going to the XJW, seeing the XJW videos like this one, you already know it's time to go. Because remember, no Jehovah's Witness is supposed to be doing that. So that's reason 9. And we up to the 10th. Reason 10 why you should definitely, absolutely leave the Watchtower organization, and this is when you know, hands down, when it's time for you to leave. When you already know and believe that this isn't the truth. It don't get no simple and clearer than that. You already know in your hearts of hearts that this ain't the truth, okay? You know it, you believe it. So there you have it. Those are the 10 reasons, okay, when you as a Jehovah's Witness know that it's time to go. All right. And matter of fact, to even throw in a bonus reason, when you there serving as a Jehovah's Witness, and you know you don't believe in nothing that has to do with that religion no more, but you only there only on account of to be connected with your family. It's time to go. Because at this point in time, like how they say in the beginning, you have to make the truth your own. It's not your own no more, because now you're there on account of your family. So those are 10 reasons that I wanted to give you so you can know. All right, a lot of these things, a lot of you who seeing this now, and you're probably like, yup, yeah, he's right. Yeah, I'm feeling unhappy. Yeah, I'm doubting, I'm questioning. Yeah, and I already started pretending I want to be here when I thought. And some of you is so sad. It's sad in a sense. Like, I get it somewhat, but once you start pretending on account of, because let's say, you know, your family's there and you pretending to go along with everything because your family's there or your spouse is there. Like, listen, let me tell you something. The greatest thing that you can do, or rather the greatest thing that you can be in life, okay, the greatest thing is to be who you are and be yourself and be real. If at all, so much that you give up as one of Jehovah's Witnesses, I know I've been there. It's like you almost give your identity, but don't give that up. At least that should be at least the only thing that you give to yourself that you should have. That's right. You should at least be able to be real and keep it real to yourself and be who you are. And that's the issue now. You don't realize that you lose part of your identity or who you are, or most of it, when you start studying to be a Jehovah Witness. But years later on in, you like kind of lose yourself. Real talk, truthfully speaking. You can't do much. What can you really do? What can you really do? Anyway, for whatever reason, because I've been kind of prepared, if you, for whatever reason, don't agree that these are the 10 reasons, excuse me, if any of these 10 reasons, excuse me, if you don't agree with none of these, that, it's your time to go, I totally respect that. I get that. No problem. But I have 2 questions that I had prepared for you if you don't agree with none of these reasons that it's time for you to go. I have 2 questions that I requesting of you. I'm urging you, okay? I'm really urging you, and I'm requesting you, and I'm asking you with all seriousness to ask yourself. Ask yourself these 2 questions. And these 2 questions, I really, really, really strongly believe that these 2 questions, by you thinking about them, by you listening to them, and you really taking the time to be earnest or honest when answering them, this could let you also know whether or not it's your time to go and exit out this religion that you're a part of still. Are you ready? I'm ready. So here we go. First question, to see if it's your time to go or not. These are the 2 questions that you need to think. First question is this: Like at one point in time in the very beginning of your Jehovah's Witness journey, in the very beginning, to this point in time, this is the question to think about. Do you still believe, do you still believe your religion is the truth? Do you still believe your religion is the truth, or that it is the only true religion? Do you believe that? Question one. Do you still believe this? Question two. Okay. Do you still believe? Do you still believe that Jehovah's spirit is with your religion, or that your religion is Jehovah's organization? Do you still believe that? Do you believe that this organization is Jehovah's? Did you ever doubt it in the beginning? Did you, if you believe that in the beginning of your journey as one of Jehovah's Witnesses, do you still, in this point in time, believe that? With all the things that's happening? These are the two questions that I really, really ask for you to think about and answer yourself. Now, if in your hearts of hearts, and being in all truth and honesty within self, I say, if out of those two questions, your answer is no to at least one of those questions, what are you there for? What are you there for? Honesty. Because either question is like, if you don't believe that it's the truth no more, it's not it's not the only true religion, what are you there for? It's time to go. It is time to go. It's time to go. And definitely, if you don't believe that Jehovah's Holy Spirit, as they say, is with this organization, it's like they go hand in hand. So anyway, before I wrap up, this is what I wanted to bring out to you. I just, I still think about people, who's either in limbo or feeling stuck in that religion, is various reasons. And I think for the most part, I think that some of you guys, you just need to be, listen, there's a phrase that people are waking up. I'm sure you've probably heard of that. But I look at it like this. Just like how sometimes people are asleep, and you ever seen someone, somewhere, whatever, whether they goofing around or whatever, they take water and they actually splash the water on them to wake them up. Maybe as a prank, whatever. But this for me is real, of course. And to wake some of you up, you need some water to be splashed on your face, but only with the loving truth, with the reality. And that's what I'm doing. I'm splashing the truth, words of truth in your face, in a sense that I'm splashing it in your mind so you can really think, listen to the words, the messages that I'm telling you, how I'm coming at the whole situation. Speaking to your heart, to both places. Think about these. Think about what I'm telling you. Okay? So there you have it. Once again, when is your time to go? Consider these two questions, okay, that I'm putting before you, and really think about these 10 reasons. If you're already out those list of reasons, that's basically indicating your exit and your time to pretty much go. If you check those things off, if you honest, it was like, oh yeah, Roberto said this, yup, and you check it, then this is what I want to leave you with. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your time. Because let me tell you, your brothers and sisters, only God knows if they care or not. And I'm being just brutally honest, I don't think they really care. Because as soon as you leave, they will have someone to replace you and come there and replace you, you know. Anyway, with that done and said, I really thank you for sticking it through. This video was a little shorter. I'm trying to keep, bring the time down. I know a lot of you guys tend to be a little busy nowadays in this day and age. Everyone is busy running around and doing stuff. Um, but yeah, until my next video, I wish you nothing but good health, peace, and happiness.